Well, I finally finished the Dawn of the Jedi comics, and I have some thoughts on the last arc and the series as a whole. This is the review of the Dawn of the Jedi Force War, written by John Ostrander, like the rest, art by Jan Duursema. The comics came out from November 2013 to March 2014, and it's still set over 25,000 years prior to the movies. I'm just going to be honest, I'm not really interested in summarizing the story or giving, because it's just not very good. It's just, I don't think it's that interesting to break it down, and the Jedi fought the Rakata and won. That's the story. Yeah, there's a little bit more, that's the gist. I have a few other things I'd rather talk about with this Dawn of the Jedi and all that. So the first thing, in Dawn of the Jedi, and really just the Dawn of the Jedi era in general, whether it's the book or the short story that was in the Star Wars Insiders or this comic book series, there is no characters that you're really that interested in or you care about. Some are just downright garbage. At best, you're like, oh, okay, you're kind of maybe somewhat kind of interested in a handful, but most of the characters, they're just not that interesting. And there's about 5 or 6 characters that I would say that appear in every single issue to some degree or another. Even the characters that it spends quite a bit of time fleshing out their character, it's just not that interesting. I'm not a big fan of the characters in this era. Next, this is a waste of the era. It's really not Dawn of the Jedi, as the Jedi have been around for like 10,000 years already at this point. So it's not even really a beginning of the Jedi, unless it's the beginning of the Jedi that we know. I don't know, it's confusing. I feel like if we're going to kind of do a Jedi origin story, why can't we go to the very beginning when people started using the Force? I think that would have been far more interesting than, oh yeah, people have already been using the Force for 10,000 years. So I thought that was kind of dumb, and what's the point? Speaking of the Jedi, I think they're dumb. I think the concept is stupid. The equal light, dark side crap. I just don't think that's very good. It reminds me of Grey Jedi. If you're not familiar with the concept of Grey Jedi, it's basically balance. Use the light side and the dark side. Kind of a dumb premise. But it really reminds me of Grey Jedi, and I'm someone that doesn't love the concept of Grey Jedi. I think it's stupid, because, balance in Star Wars is not a scale. It's not equal light, dark. It's basically the absence of, because the dark side is more of a corruption. That should be discussed in its own video, so let me know if you would like to see a Grey Jedi video in the comments down below. But anyways, yeah, the Jedi, they're dumb. They make dumb decisions. Like, if you're going too heavy on the dark side, they send you to the dark side moon to rebalance yourself, which doesn't make sense to me. I feel like if you're going full dark side, you should go to the light side moon. If you're going full light side, leave them alone. That's my premise. But no, in the concept of this Jedi crap, I think you're going full light side, they should go to the dark side moon. But they don't. It's, if you're going full light side, you go to the light side moon. Same for the dark side. Yeah, it's just stupid. I'm not impressed with anything in this. The art is good. That's probably the best part of Dawn of the Jedi, is the art is actually good. It's not terrible artwork. But, okay, so you got some pretty pictures to look at. Neat. The story is awful. So, yeah, and in this era, they just make up stupid garbage. Like, let's put dragon wings on a Rancor, and we can ride a Rancor around and make other abomination things. That just that feels like something a Sith would do. And I remember a part of the book where the main character, she does some weird alchemy crap and heals herself. It was stupid. It felt like what Sith would do. I don't like it. The Jedi are a stupid concept. I don't hate them using just regular swords, that's fine, but I like swords, but one thing I found stupid in this, the Rakata, they have essentially lightsabers. I mean, force sabers, because, you know, they activate with the dark side. It's a lightsaber, come on. It's an energy-bladed weapon. It's essentially a lightsaber, which I find weird that we have lightsabers in this era, and then I think at some point during, like, Tales of the Jedi, they're using, like, the proto-sabers, where they have the cable with the battery on their back and stuff like that, and it's just like, the proto-saber is obviously a lesser lightsaber, yet, you know, it's probably over 10,000 years prior, they were using essentially lightsabers. It's stupid. To get some more positives about this, I like that we get to learn a little bit more about the Rakata, and they're kind of a bad guy for this comic book series. That's good. I wish it was not wasted. And that's the shame with this era. It's just a waste. So I think this era was just kind of mishandled from the beginning. Final point is every story set in this era, whether it's the comics, the novel, or the short story from Star Wars Insider, it sucks. None of it is good. The comics are probably the best because you have good artwork to look at, but that's about it. And it's also not that long. It's not going to take you very long to read the 15 issues of Dawn of the Jedi. A lot less than it'll take you to read that crappy Dawn of the Jedi book. So there's that. But yeah, I think that's my thoughts. Oh, if you're looking for my rating of the Force War 5 issues, I don't know, does it really matter? A 2? It's not very good. Don't read it. Skip this era. You are not missing out on anything. This era is irrelevant to literally everything else in the Star Wars Expanded Universe. There is no references to it and other stuff because it came so late that they didn't have time to really incorporate it elsewhere. Right now I think is good because it's not very good. So, yeah. Let me know your thoughts on Dawn of the Jedi as a whole. The comics, the book, the short story and all that. Yeah, just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And until next time, thanks for watching.